to put the public in danger. But they do have to keep their distance because just in case this guy is armed and dangerous, you just never know.
That is the big question, and a lot of we talk about pursuits all the time, and if people say that, it's like, well, why don't they, and why don't they, and one of the things is like, we're not in that position, we're not that officer that's behind the wheel of that cruiser that's right behind them, and of course, they want to do what they can to get these things taken care of, and as quickly as possible. They want to catch the bad guys, trust me. But again, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're in harm's way. You're directly in harm's way. And so that's usually what's going on. And of course, the number one thing for any law enforcement officer is to protect the public. So again, they have to weigh these options, and they have to take care of what's going on. They have to take care of themselves. But right now, though, the suspect or suspects possibly inside this vehicle continuing on. They're going westbound. I feel Skyfox moving. I'm looking out the window. I'm going to be a lot happier when we're back over it, but we're south of LAX. This is happening north of LAX. We're meant to be over there, and we're going to be a lot closer in just a few moments. Down, and it looks like he's trying to make another turn. Look at that front wheel. Look at you really get an idea that whole front suspension is gone. So this thing is just dragging along right there. That front wheel not even turning, making his way into a neighborhood out here. Let's get a little bit of wider shot. Um, and it's just continuing on. Let me get you the information that you guys want right there on the road. But he's in a neighborhood, so you gotta wonder if he's here for a reason. Is he going to jump out? Is he near some place where he's got friendly people in the area that might be able to help him hide, or talk him into just giving himself up? That truck definitely just coming apart
coming
right
apart
there.
as we speak, Stu.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's coming apart. This thing is going to be over, hopefully peacefully, but this car can't run for much longer like this.
Yeah, and in this time now, you were saying somebody in the back seat. I definitely see somebody in the passenger.
And you notice the street signs: Ramsgate Avenue and Interceptor Street. How ironic.
It's coming apart. This thing is going to be over, hopefully peacefully, but this car can't run for much longer like this.
Yeah, and in this time now, you were saying somebody in the back seat. I definitely see somebody in the passenger seat right there, and just making his way through this neighborhood. Still those really slow speeds out here. But again, the fact that this is an armed and dangerous suspect in there, possible attempted murder, they are going to take this very, very carefully. Even if this thing comes to an end, like that truck just stops running, it's going to be it might turn out to be a standoff. But right now, just look at that damage. That it's amazing that truck is still just kind of pushing along right there, and you can see one person in the passenger seat. Of course, we have the driver, of course, but you were saying that somebody might be in the back seat, and with that heavy tint, I really just can't see it right now.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out. Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of sparks right now coming from that tire. It's really, Stu, it's got to be only a matter of time.
Of course, we have the driver, of course, but you were saying that somebody might be in the back seat, and with that heavy tint, I really just can't see it right now.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out. Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of sparks right now coming from that tire. It's really, Stu, it's got to be only a matter of time before this car gives out. I mean, it's already happening. So they really can't go any faster than this.
That might be part of it too. Maybe he is really pushing it, and this is all that truck is going to give right now. It's probably dragging on the frame. That wheel not even turning, kind of just flopped over to the side. So you got to wonder what it sounds like inside that truck too. That must just be an unbelievably loud in there. And then of course there's almost no control. You see this thing making these turns every now and then, but the straightaways is probably what this person wants, because that's what at least it seems to have some control about. But we're continuing on out here. We're still very, very close to the airport. This pursuit continuing. LAPD right behind it. They have a helicopter in the air as best they can, much like Skyfox, and continuing on right now. And I think Dylan was trying to get a hold of me. Just one second. Right now, he's made a U-turn and made his way back on the streets out here. We're working our way back out of the airport. Thank goodness for that. But yeah, I could just imagine what that would have been like, and people trying to catch their flights. It would have been very chaotic for sure. But the truck's slowing down right now. Looks like we're coming back up onto Sepulveda Boulevard. slowing down, and then making his way through there. And what's he going to do? Looks like he's continuing on wrong side of the road, and his truck is just. I'm just amazed. It just keeps on going. And look at that pitch. Look at those rear wheels. This thing is just
I mean,
totally
this is a commercial for Avalanche right now. I mean, how well this car has held up in the face of one wheel, essentially being ground down completely. And he's been going like this for quite a while, right?
Down there, as we're making our way on Century Boulevard, we're eastbound, so we're heading back out towards the 405 right now. You can see all that traffic. He's got nothing he can do. He's got nothing he can do.
Right, he has nowhere to go.
Looks like.
No!
Was that a Ferrari?
Did he just hit that Ferrari?
He just crashed into a Ferrari. Look at that. Oh no. Oh, that's painful. Oh, and that guy's not happy either.
Oh, I can see the dollar signs right now, Stu.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That might have been
happy.
just as good as a Ferrari. It was an Audi A8. But anyways, yeah, it looks like the truck. It looks like some reason the truck is slowing down now. Doors are open.
Getting out. He's
there they go.
Run
1, 2, 3. Oh, he's trying to carjack somebody. No.
Is it? Oh no. Wait. So whose car is this?
I don't know. You know what? I think this is a friend.
I mean, clearly it is because they're ripping through traffic right now.
They are ripping through traffic. The driver of that vehicle jumped in the back seat of that thing. Looks like some sort of a Mercury. Hang on. Dylan, we got to stay with this. Okay.
They were chasing this four-door Avalanche. For quite a while, the front tire came off. That car hit another car, came to a stop, and then we see the driver hop out and then go into this car, and now it's speeding down. Which area is this?
Century Boulevard. Century Boulevard, and this thing is moving along at a good clip. This is somebody that was waiting for that person. So, this is one of those ones where this is not just a pursuit. This is not just somebody, just one of those regular deals. That driver of that car is now aiding and abetting. This is a big deal. LAPD right behind him right now. Again, they're probably going to be in that same situation where they can't do that pit maneuver. The driver of this vehicle driving very dangerously, extremely high speeds at some point. Right now, though, I don't know if those numbers are correct because we're actually on our digital extender right now, so those numbers for the speedometer might be off. Making a turn there, staying in this residential neighborhood, though we know it, we saw it, the driver of that Avalanche jumps out, gets into the back seat of this car, and so this person definitely was waiting for them. This is not just a random person. This isn't a carjacking. This is somebody that was waiting for them, and now took that suspect, and again in pursuit. You can see it. We're going to be on Maple Street, LAPD right behind him, right there. And those other two folks, I'm not. What is going on here? What is going on there? You saw that other officer just kind of swap position. So maybe they are going to try to do a pit, be aggressive, try to take this. Oof.
Going right through intersections.
Yes, this is. We went from extremely slow, almost where I was less worried about the public. Right now, I'm extremely worried. These are high speeds. Crazy maneuvers right there, getting very close to a lot of vehicles, and the speeds, just the crazy driving, the reckless driving just continues. LAPD staying behind it right there. You got one unit just right on his tail, but right now, though, this pursuit continues. The driver of that truck, probably the suspect that they were looking for, seeing how that he jumped out like that and got into the backseat of this car. Right now, though, continues on. We're in a residential neighborhood. We're going to be in the Inglewood area. LAPD in pursuit. High speeds, extremely dangerous. And it continues on out here.
Being out and disabled might be working to cops' advantage at least because this person cannot go that fast. Eventually, I would have to imagine you keep driving like this and you're driving on the rim, sparks are going to come up, and your car is going to be completely disabled. That will happen at some point in the near future.
Yeah, I'm just amazed that this wheel is holding on. I mean, it appears that it has some rubber still stuck to the. It seems like the tire part is gone, but the sidewalls are still there. It is just amazing that it is just holding on as well as it is. Right now, though, this car, they're going. Let me pull up the speedometer real quick. We had it down because we were on the at the end of our lens and stuff like that. Yeah, that's about right. We're going about 45 miles an hour, 43 miles an hour. That seems to be about right. And these are the speeds that LAPD's been talking about as well. So that's a big plus. Those high speeds have slowed down. LAPD, they're not slowing down. They've got a number of officers still behind it. And I think maybe one of the reasons too why they keep getting an extra officer at the end is because of that fact that they are worried that this person might be trying to get a hold of somebody. Somebody might be following them to try to get up closer. And we heard it. I don't know what came of it, but they did stop a vehicle that was trailing the pursuit earlier
Well, they would
on.
have to
So,
get. They would have to get
was it
around the
somebody
parade of
that was,
seven police
that
SUVs
had
to get to that
nefarious
suspect.
intent, or was it somebody, maybe an independent news person? But right now, it just continues to move along down there, and I'm going to stay a little bit wider on the shots for right now. And the pursuit continues, but at least the speeds are down to what we can at least call normal speeds, 35 miles an hour, as we're coming up on another red light, and at least she slowed down just a little bit.
Yeah, well, you're wondering what this woman's relationship is to the suspect. As far as the neighborhood goes, are we circling again, or have we really left this area?
You know what? I can hear you, and now I have now I actually have mixed minus issues. I can hear myself on the radio as well. We are staying on Van Ness. We just made another turn. You saw that craziness right there. She got off of Western and then made her way onto 190th for a little bit, driving on the wrong side of the road, weaving around a little bit. Now we're making our way back over towards Western. Don't know if that's the plan or not, but you can see that vehicle continues to drive. LAPD, they still right there behind her. That driver has that suspect from that earlier pursuit in the back seat, so now they're in pursuit of her as well. This SUV just keeps on going. And you know what? As long as she keeps those speeds down to what we've been seeing, it's going to be okay. I would venture to say, hopefully there's not somebody not paying attention, and that when she's running a red light, that will crash into her vehicle as it would be. Right now, though, LAPD right there behind it. Looks like we're making our way back over towards Western. There it is. And we're continuing southbound on Western. So there must be a reason why they're staying on Western Boulevard. So because they were on Western, they got off, and now they're continuing southbound back onto Western Avenue. This is one of those ones where, I would venture to say that driver is going to drive that SUV till it does not drive anymore.
Yeah.
Meaning it might get stuck somewhere, or they were run out of gas, or maybe lose another tire. Whatever it is, that suspect is the driver is not going to give up. They're going to wait for that vehicle to give up before they do anything. LAPD, they are still well out of their area, but now we're in the Harbor Gateway area. So I think if we keep on going south, they do have a little bit of LAPD down this way as well. Especially down in the San Pedro area, but I don't know if we're going to go that far. But right now, we're definitely in the in the Harbor Gateway, so it's going to be sheriffs in this area as well. But LAPD definitely in pursuit. I know the other law enforcement, they're going to be nearby. This driver just being batty this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm not
being
gonna lie
behind
to
the
you.
wheel, just doing what she needs to do to keep those officers that far behind her. But in the end, hopefully nobody gets hurt. But you know that this is going to come to an end with those suspects going into custody.
Making another turn.
Well,
yeah, and I'm just scratching my head on this one because it really doesn't seem like this person. They're almost looking for open roads.
I'm having a lot of issues just trying to hear you right now. But what I can say is that the LAPD, when this thing comes to an end, they are going to treat this as armed suspects inside that vehicle. Even though we heard them earlier on saying that they did have one gun in custody. They retrieved that out of that Avalanche. That was the first vehicle that they were in that pursuit with. And but it's like you said, you just don't know. Maybe this person had two guns. Maybe this person, the driver of this vehicle brought a weapon. You just don't know. But the fact that the suspect is wanted for Well, here we go. Things
There's
might
a
be
major
changing up a
slowdown
little
right
bit.
now.
That vehicle's slowing down,
Yeah.
slowing down, slowing down. She's probably thinking to myself, should have got gas before I picked this guy up. Maybe. Let's see what's going on. Up, the door's opening up.
Okay.
Door's opening up. Oop, oop, oop. Don't. Oh, that
Bailing
was
out of a moving vehicle.
okay.
There's somebody else
And,
there
she's
trying to
out
make a run
walking,
for
and
it.
he's
Two
out
people
running.
are trying to make a run
There
for
we
it.
go. And making his
foot.
way through the houses this way. We're going to keep an eye on him. Somebody running out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Did you see that? That was some civilian.
Yeah.
Was just like, oh my God. I don't blame him. Just keeping running there. Well, I'm getting tired just watching this guy run. This is exhausting, and he's just keeping it up. Now, LAPD, I can tell you that they are calling it out right now. I'm just saying a little bit wider. You can see a number of those officers running right there. You'd think one of them would have brought the car. But at any rate, making a turn. Hopefully, he doesn't try to get into somebody's house. Oh, please don't get into somebody's house.
Please tell me you know this person.
Let's get a little closer. He's moving around. Up. He got folks getting out of the way. Maybe this is somebody's house that they know.
I don't
maybe
know.
not. We're going to see if that garage door's open. Officers definitely have their guns out, but you can see that the residents of this house knew what was going on pretty much. They didn't seem any kind of excited about what was happening right there. Just kind of leisurely walking away. I'm going to kind of grab a picture of them real quick. Yeah, they're probably just like, oh man.
Yeah.
So definitely. Guns are out, and I'm going to stay a little bit wider. I really have a feeling this is going to end well.
He's got his arms up,
but,
so
I just don't want to see anything happen. Unfortunate right now. We just don't know. But this suspect definitely has their hands out.
Yeah,
like I said, they are going to treat this like it is an armed suspect.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about that.
But this is the most
After that long
volatile part
run,
of the
this guy's
pursuit
got to be
still.
winded. LAPD, they must be winded as well. But they've got to keep their composure. There they go. There they go.
Wow.
Making that move, taking this guy into custody.
All right. But I still saw one person actually try to run away. I don't know if that person's in custody. We're going to have to check on that. But there were two people inside that car. One of them bailed. Is that a woman?
That's right. And the female, the driver of that vehicle, she got out, kind of walked for a little bit, and I can almost guarantee you they took that guy, that woman into custody almost right away.
Yeah.
We can double check, but right now this person going into custody right here on Kaywood. This is going to be on Kaywood, the 22,900 block of Kaywood. That's where this suspect in custody now after a long run, couple of vehicles. And then that unfortunate crash into that really expensive Audi. That was a beautiful car. Hopefully that driver's going to be okay. I'm sure he's not injured, but that car definitely took a nice hit from that avalanche earlier on. But this suspect now in custody after a long pursuit.
Well, yeah, that pursuit was almost 2 hours. I don't know about you, but I'm certainly grateful that this whole thing came to a peaceful end. It appeared that he surrendered peacefully, so that is some good news as a result of all of this. And for what it's worth, nobody hurt in this chase. It didn't look like it, at least. There was I would believe that was a woman driver that got out earlier on and was taken into custody, and this is the suspect from the back seat. But yeah, definitely was a very, very long pursuit. Skyfox is a thirsty bird for sure. We're really getting close to our 2-hour limit. Hopefully we can have enough fuel to get back to Van Nuys. But this is the type of pursuit that we love to cover out here, for sure. Nobody injured and very little damage to any property, but definitely nobody hurt today, and that is the big plus. All right, so if you are just joining us, this nearly 2-hour-long pursuit of an attempted murder suspect has been brought to a peaceful end. It started off in one car. This suspect bailed into this waiting SUV, which also broke down because it had been chased for so long, was riding on the rim. And this is a peaceful end to this pursuit. We're going to get you back to programming. We're going to have a lot more on this tonight at 5.